going to do my in-cab inspection and my engine safe start. First, I have my safety belt secured. No cuts, no tears, not frayed. Latches and unlatches properly. Then I make sure I have my emergency equipment, my fire extinguisher secured, fully charged, pin in place, minimum of 10 BC and up to date. I make sure I have my 3 red reflective triangles that stand on their own, and it's up to, that stand on their own. Then I have my spare fuses, one for every type and size equipped in vehicle. Now we'll perform my safe start. I make sure my tractor parking brake is applied. I depress my clutch. Make sure my shifter's in neutral. Then I start my engine. First, I let my gauges cycle. Then I release my clutch slowly. My temperature gauge at normal operating temperature is 180 to 210 degrees. My oil pressure gauge, 20 psi at idle, 40 to 50 psi when engine is running at higher RPMs. Then I have my ammeter or my voltmeter, 12 to 14 volts. Then I have my lighting indicators, my left, my right, my four-way, and my high beam indicator, and my ABS indicator, which came on when I started the engine, came off, which is letting me know it's working properly. Then I have my 2 horns, my City Electric, my air highway. Then I make sure my heater and my defroster are working properly. Then I have my windshield clean, not cracked or broken, no obstruction of view, my safety inspection sticker on my driver's side, and my SOS insurance verification on my passenger side. My mirrors are clean, not cracked or broken, adjusted to the driver, me. Then I have my wipers and washers. Wipers are working properly and have tension against windshield. My washers are working properly, and I make sure that I have washing fluid in my reservoir. Now we'll perform my tractor parking brake test with normal air pressure 100 to 125 psi. Now I'm gonna put my truck in low gear, first gear. I'm gonna leave my tractor parking brake applied, and I'm gonna release my trailer spring brakes. I'm gonna lift my clutch off to friction point. And my vehicle should remain in place by my tractor parking brake. Now I reset, shifter to neutral. With all my brakes applied, I release my clutch slowly. Now I will perform my trailer spring brakes with normal air pressure 100 to 125 psi. I put my truck in low gear, which is first gear. I leave my trailer spring brakes applied, and I release my tractor parking brake. Lift my clutch off to friction point. My vehicle should remain in place by my trailer spring brakes. Now, reset, shift it to neutral. All my brakes applied. Release my clutch slowly. Now I have my air pressure gauges, my primary and my secondary. Governor cuts in 100 psi or below. Governor cuts out 125 psi or manufacturer specs. Now we'll perform my tractor service brakes, which is my brake pedal, with normal air pressure 100 to 125 psi. I'm going to put my truck in low gear, which is first gear. I'm going to release all my brakes. I'm going to lift off clutch, go 10 to 15 feet ahead. Then I apply my clutch first, then my brake pedal. And my vehicle should stop in a straight line, and I can verify that by looking on my mirrors. Now I reset, shift it to neutral with all my brakes applied, release my clutch slowly. Now I will perform my trailer service brakes, which is my Johnson bar. This is a part 2 test. My first one is my stationary with normal air pressure 100 to 125 psi. brakes. I'm gonna apply my Johnson bar. I'm gonna lift off clutch to friction point. And my vehicle should remain in place by my trailer service brakes. Now I reset, shift to neutral, all my brakes applied, release my clutch slowly. Now I will perform part 2, which is my motion test with normal air pressure 100 to 125 psi. I'm going to put my truck in low gear, which is first gear. I'm going to release all my brakes. I'm going to lift off my clutch, go 10 to 15 feet ahead, hands off steering wheel. Then I'm going to apply my clutch first, then my Johnson bar. And my vehicle should stop in a straight line. And I can verify that by looking at my mirrors. Now I reset, shifter to neutral, all brakes applied, release my clutch slowly. If my vehicle doesn't stop in a straight line, it can mean brakes out of adjustment, suspension problems, uneven loads, lower flat tires. Now I will perform my applied brake test. In order to do so, my vehicle must be on level ground or in chalk wheels. I will build air pressure 100 to 125 psi. I will put my truck in low gear, which is first gear. I'm going to shut off engine, release all my brakes, release my clutch slowly, and I will let air stabilize 12 to 15 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. You could count them out loud, you know. Now engine off, key on. I'm gonna put my foot firmly on brake, and I cannot lose more than 4 psi in a minute in a combination vehicle. This checks for emergency and service signs of system leaks. Now, in order to continue, my vehicle has to remain secured in low gear with all my brakes released. I will do my fan 1 test, which is my electrical low air pressure warning light and or buzzer. I'm gonna fan down my brakes, and at 60 psi or before, light and or buzzer will come on. I see the light and I hear the light.
The buzzer.
Okay. I mean, for that, dude, it doesn't really matter. As long as you tell them that you see it and you hear it. So, in order to continue, my vehicle should remain secured in low gear with all my brakes released. Now I will do my fan 2, which is my pop-out valve test, which checks my tractor protection valve. I'm going to continue fanning down my brakes. 20 to 45 psi, my trailer air supply will pop on first. Applying my trailer spring brakes to prevent a jackknife. And at 20 to 40 psi, my parking brake will come on. Now I depress my clutch, shift it to neutral, key off, release my clutch slowly, and I am done with my in-cab inspection and my engine safe start.